The process that we went through on the mock selection in Grapevine, Texas was really intriguing, really educating, very interesting, and I think the process was what enlightened me more than anything else. It's very buttoned up. There is the human element in the room, so there's a lot of dialogue, but the statistics and the analytics that are used makes it really easy to get to a decision-making process. It was an interesting dialogue. I mean, obviously, to have the analytics that the CFP has at its disposal is really helpful, because you could line up the teams against one another, 4 teams across. You could look at their strength of schedule. You could look at conference opponents, common opponents. So there was a whole lot of data that you could drive yourself through to get to a decision-making process. Obviously, it's a vote, and no one knows what everybody else votes because you do it via computer. And the CFP tallies it up and tells you what the vote was, who got ranked where. So it was pretty intriguing and interesting, not only looking at the hardcore information, but then the dialogue that people would have between, well, this team was a conference champ, or they played common opponents. They even get down to point differential per play, down to field position on offense and defense statistics. So I thought the process was excellent. I thought the dialogue was intriguing and interesting, but it's very buttoned up and very well done by the College Football Playoff. The strength of schedule and the conference championship really became the main 2 criteria that won out for a team to be ranked higher than another. Those were really enlightening at the end of the day when you lined everybody up and put them against each other on the computer. Oh, there's no doubt when you sit in that seat, you feel a sense of responsibility in selecting the teams, because it affects fans, it affects coaches, players, administration, jobs, money. I mean, there's a lot of responsibility that they go through. So I can only imagine how heightened it is as not only do you start the season with the first poll, but as you get to the end of the season and you're picking the 4 teams that will be in the College Football Playoff and then the other teams that are in the New Year's 6 bowl games. It's quite an awesome responsibility that they have. Great process, and we, all of us, fans, administrators, bowl, etc., players, coaches, can feel really secure in the fact that it's done the right way. They do a great job. I was very impressed.